Hi, this is BB, and I've been thinking, it's like part of the problem with this. Oh, that's my closet, which I don't use because the ceiling in this building there's an entrance to the attic in the closet. There's also one in the other apartment. And I do that so I can hear at night if anything falls, or it's kind of hard to go in there and do that from the outside. So I'm trying to secure myself in every little way that I can. So anyway, that's part of the thing. But it's like, I remember last year that all these clickings and clickings, I think they want people to feel like they're recording me. Now, I had, like I said, in a couple of days, I will put the whole story of what happened last year out here. What they wanted me to do was they set someone up to contact me as a client. Either he was set up from the beginning to do this, or later it happened. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. But he has a habit of talking, saying things like, he kind of makes people believe he's more than he is, if you know what I mean. That he has connections, he has this, he has that, he has this, he has that, he has stuff, so. And that may be true, that may not be true, but I don't think he has as much pull as he was saying. I don't think he has as much pull at all. Not sure. But what I think they did is they knew this guy. You see, they were waiting for an opportunity to bank me in. They were waiting for an opportunity to set me up, and they found it in him. They either knew he was going to call me, or they were waiting for him to call me, or they set him up, or he was a part of this from the beginning. So I'm not sure which. Only he can actually give clarity on that. I have no idea. But they were recording. I mean, he were recording everything. And I think this is where the shakedown part comes. Well, they've recorded, they have me saying this to him, or him saying this to me. And well, I'm like, don't tell me. If you've recorded me and I'm planning a crime, I'm planning to commit a crime, I'm taking out a contract on someone, I'm part of a pedophile ring, I'm part of a rapist, I'm a killer, I'm a whatever, terrorist, whatever they overheard. My advice to them, and it still is, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Take it to the police. Take it to the FBI. Take it to the CIA. Let them deal with me. Let them come and deal with me, because I don't want to deal with these gang stalkers. I would rather deal with law enforcement any day than to deal with these people. Let's imagine for one moment that they're right. They're within their rights to do what they're doing to me, that they have the green light from the president himself to do this. Every law enforcement will be on their side. They are supported by law enforcement. I still would prefer to deal with actual law enforcement officials than deal with them. I don't know who they are, and I don't know who gave them authority, and I don't know who gave them the rights to do this. Because the way how they are acting, because they're actually saying, using me now like a bogus FBI agent. One of the people is doing that. So I don't know what this is. I think it's just to sidetrack me and put people down a rabbit hole that will go nowhere, when the actual criminal activities is on them. See, I have a feeling that they were hacking me and they knew this man. Maybe, let's just say I have my business. Maybe they were moonlighting as me for a short while. And if this man was looking for the services that I offer, he might have contacted them. And they know what he does, because they seem to hack everybody that is connected with my website or everything or anything like that. They seem to be hacking people like it's going out of style. Is their predominant, I don't know. I'm only hazarding a guess. So he might have contacted them, and he might have run the same spiel on them, whatever, said some things, and they're just laughing at him because they know he's full of S. And they waited for him to call me because they knew he would run the same spiel on me. Like, just, run his mouth and say this and say that and say this and say that. He may know people, but to have the kind of pull he has with the people, I don't think so. I don't think so. He may know people. He may know government officials, people in law enforcement who are higher in authority than just your normal beat cop or patrol cop. But I don't think he has the kind of pull he's claiming with them. So that makes me wonder if he was not set up, if they knew he was going to call me eventually, and they made sure he found the link to my website. I don't know. Which means they had an ulterior motive even before this guy. They wanted this to go down even before this guy contacted me. This guy was just what started, my connection with him was what started this whole process. Because a lot of things also happened last year. Last year, somebody contacted my cousin's son, like I said, in my old country. That's where the stamps were, and they're missing from there. They're stolen. In fact, all my certificates, everything that I had there is missing. Personal items of mine also. They cleaned it out. It's gone. And they would actually... they cleaned it out. They contacted my cousin. My cousin has a 17-year-old son. And they wanted to send some kind of package. Now, all of this happened last year. I don't think it's a coincidence. Wanted to send a package and wanted $100,000 of that country's currency in return for the package. Now, some kind of jewelry or something was in the package. Now, they're not telling me. I wish they hadn't deleted the stuff. Then I would have seen exactly what the text message was. And they sent a picture to them to the people of someone who may be somebody that I used to know who grew up with me. I think, and they know him too. I think they sent the picture to see if my cousin would recognize his face, would know that that's the boy that, when he was little, he used to be around us. He grew up with us. I think they sent the picture to see if my cousin would recognize his face, but my cousin didn't recognize him. So I think that was part of the thing. And then my cousin took the phone away from her son because he's 17 years old. He didn't have that kind of money. He told his mother. And his mother started texting this person who was asking for $100,000 when they were going to send some jewelry or something to them. That, do you know my son is 17 years old? And then she said she's a police officer. She said she's a police officer, and she's not. But she just told them that she was going to get them locked up. She was going to report it to the police. And then the text that was sent to her after that statement was that if you tell anyone, I am going to hack your head. Not to hack off your head, but hack your head. Now do what you will with that. The person is going to hack her head or their head. Would you say that they're hacking our heads? I would say so. In a way, yes, they are. In a way, they are hacking our heads. They're not lopping it off, but they are hacking it. And once they start, they don't stop, I guess, until they make the kill. Because I don't know what's it gonna, how far how deep this goes. I don't know what these people are about. I don't know what they're about, but I do know stuff is missing. Again, last year, around the same time, my uncle in New York, these people are in their 70s. They got hacked. He has a business. They got hacked as well. Everything, their business got hacked, their phones, they had to change the computer, everything. I don't think that this is a coincidence. I really don't think that this is a coincidence. It's not. This was carefully and deliberately planned. They knew what they were doing, and it all happened between 2019 and 20. And then they started messing with me. I think that the picture they sent of the young man, which is not a young man anymore. He's I don't know, he's in his 30s now. He would have to be, I don't know if something is wrong with him. I don't know if they did something to him. Why would they do that? Why would they wouldn't send a picture of their own face. They wouldn't. Why would they do that? I don't know. Because I look at it and I see that the way how his hair was parted, he used to part it like that. My dad used to part it like that when he was little. I remember that. Because he used to pretty much live at our house. Because his parents were separated and they were not getting along, and he used to find security and safety at our house. So that's part of it. So with these people that are doing this, I don't know what's their game. I don't know how long this started or why they're doing it still. I don't understand. But the voice in my head, whether it's a psychic phenomenon, that's really strong psychic she might be, or this is psychic with the aid of some type of technology, or just strictly technology. Because I still can't understand a psychic being this good, to live in my head, to basically be talking to me all the time. This doesn't make sense. I mean, I can do. I obviously am the one who's was hearing it, so I can do it. But I'm talking about the psychic connection itself. How is it so strong? And it's just this one person I'm hearing. I'm not hearing like 2, 3 voices. I don't know what's going on with her. I only know what she's telling me. And she's telling me regarding things that are happening around me, which means it's almost like she wants me to know that she's seeing me. She can see what I see. Do they have cameras around here? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what this is. I don't know what they've done to me. I don't know. And I don't know why they're trying to kill me either. I don't get that either. Because I know that for one thing. This is not just, they're merely not trying to scare me or get me to just disappear into the woodwork or hide or flee the country. No, they're trying to kill me. They're trying to put me 6 feet under or in an urn. They're trying to kill me. No question, they're trying to kill me. Which means something bad had to have happened. Or they have life insurance tagged on me. Now, all the time I've been saying this on YouTube about this life insurance. One would think that they would have stopped this shit by now. That I'm actually saying it out loud. I was hoping by me talking like this, it would just stop. It's not. I was really hoping that some little fear would take root and they would say, you know what, it's not worth it and just leave me alone. But they're not. They still persist and they're getting worse. And I have a feeling as this happens, and this is inevitable, the people they're hiring to do this, the people they're paying to do this to me, they are also starting to feel in their own way a sense of entitlement. They're starting to feel entitled, like they're within their rights to do this. Because they're listening to me. Obviously, they're listening to me. And when I get angry, I get sarcastic and I speak, a little above normal. I speak above normal. So when they hear it, they're starting to take it personally, which is exactly what the people who are paying them want. They want people to get mad at me. They want people to get angry with me. They want people to just be just like, because the more they get angry, the more they will lash out at me. The more they will want to beat me down. The more they will want to bash me into the ground, because now they're mad. They're not looking that they are the ones who are provoking it. Let's not talk about that. That's a myth. That's in my head. It's not happening. We don't provoke them. I mean, they don't provoke us. We're just crazy just like that. We're just crazy just like that. We don't provoke them, right? That's what they want to say. Now, if they're gonna listen to me 24 hours a day, what are they listening for? They're more interested in what's happening in my house and what I'm saying and what's happening on my phone and who I'm talking to more than they're interested in their own lives. They don't have lives anymore. All they do is just pay attention to mine, it seems. I don't know. But, it's my fault. It's my fault. Somehow I'm going to get bashed for that as well. I'm going to get pushed into the ground for that as well. I'm going to get bashed for that as well. So that's how that works. And there seems to be nothing I can do about it, because the people who are orchestrating this, like I said, I did talk to psychics, and they're pretty accurate, the ones that I've spoken to. And they said that the woman I know who is doing this, the boyfriend, what they do is they stir the shit. They like to stir the pot. And I can see where if they're paying people to do this, they would go and incite them, get them stirred up, get them, activate, stir the pots, get them more incensed towards the people that they're bashing. Get them to start taking any type of verbal retaliation from people like me seriously. And get them on board with the anger and the frustration, so they bam, bam, bam more. Where it becomes personal to them. That's what they want. Like I've said, and I've said this before many times, coming from a psychological point of view, you can't keep this up running on empty. You cannot keep doing this to somebody unless you stone cold sociopathic. And I don't think so. They have to have something to keep this level of bashing up. Now they are starting to take it personally. And this is what the people who are orchestrating it, this is what they want. For them to take it seriously. Because remember, they're the ones who are actually spritzing, spraying, doing all kinds of... They're the ones who got the hands-on part of this. So the more anger they have, the more resentment they have, the more rage they're harboring towards us, is the more they will, like I said, bam, 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 bam us. Because it's personal now. See, I'm looking at this from different point of view, based on what's happening to me and what I can see. Because they're getting angry themselves now. They're getting enraged. Like when I get verbal, they get mad. They take it personally now. They're going to start hammering the shit out of me now. And there's not one damn thing I can do about it. They have all the power. I don't know. Maybe they have a license to do this. Maybe they have permission from the government to do this. I don't know. They can just sit down and fuck with me 24 hours a day. I don't know. But anyway, take heart. And hopefully the police will have to, somehow law enforcement will have to take notice of us. I'm hoping. There's got to be help somewhere.